Good morning, friends. Amanda here over at Quails Farm. And yeah, I thought I'd just do a little kind of farm tour, I guess. Show you guys the massacre of the last couple days. Yeah, so some of you may have put together or know I've been working on a farm for a little over a month now after leaving the market. So if you know Quails Farm, organic farm, over at the farmer's market, Vernon and Armstrong, yeah, I'm helping out Mr. Urs. But so yeah, this video, we're gonna do a walkthrough of the backfield here. Yeah, just all these big yellow guys that you're gonna see throughout. That's some mustard, that's some weeds. But so looking in this row beside me here, hiding amongst the weeds, pretty neat. This is actually asparagus. So if you picture asparagus, if you don't harvest it, it grows. Yeah, see, here's a more normal sized one, and he's starting to head up. But so, yeah, they become like this fern kind of thing. And you can just kind of still see some of the little tassels. It's gone to, I don't know if you would still call that flower going to seed. But so there was, these were low, yeah, they're hiding amongst the weeds, but yeah, they were loaded with tassels, and with the heat, they're all dying off. I don't know if that's supposed to turn into a seed pod. I would assume so, but they don't look like they're gonna do anything. But so I don't know how critical that is. Asparagus is new to me, but yeah, hopefully they're all good. And then this is a newer seeding of asparagus. This this line here. The weeds are starting to come in, but not so bad, you can see. And then this is kind of sad here. This has some new stuff in it. I forget if he's reseeded this yet or not. But so this was celery and celeriac, celery root, and they just got completely fried this week. So it's not looking, sounding like Quails Farm is going to have any, whatchamacallit, any celery and celery root. Sorry. But so here, you'll see we've got these covers, and then beside these covers here, you'll see these beautiful greens. So he calls these his baby greens. So this is, the current seeding that we're harvesting from. And then under the netting is our next stuff, which sadly nothing's overly popping up. So we're hoping for the best, but we don't know if seeds got fried this week. Are you gonna be weeds or what are you? I guess that row, yeah, there's a couple guys popping up in that row. But again, what are you gonna be when you pop up? But yeah, I love the little mixed baby greens. Look at how gorgeous that is. This brilliant green, these reds. Just gorgeous. And then this bed beside us, you may have put together by now, each bed is 2 rows. But so this here was some spinach that we were harvesting. But with the heat, they have all started bolting. So bolting, if I didn't already say, is going to flower and seed. They're stressed out, so they're like, it's time to make babies. So yeah, no more harvesting spinach. And then this here, next bed over, this was an earlier crop, so it's a little further along anyways. But yeah, you can see going to flower and seed. But so I guess that's that. We'll head on this way. I'll do a little jog. Try and make this video not a bajillion minutes long. Oh yeah, we'll see the sun in a second. It's so red, all the smoke. Yeah, it looks, you kind of can't tell, but it is quite hazy, quite smoky. But so, moving right along in the tall grass. This is just an empty section. Um, yeah, what did we have hiding in here? Anything? This might be a section he hasn't tilled yet. Or it might be a section where the weeds have gone away from us. This section here. So yeah, you'll see a lot of these yellow flowers. That's mustard. You'll also see a lot of these guys. They're lamb's quarters. So if you've watched the odd garden video I've done before, I've got them in my garden. And this is funny. I've had this in my garden since we've got there in 2018, and I hadn't been able to ID it yet. And then Urs said, "Oh, I think that's miner's lettuce." So I went home and Googled miner's lettuce, and it's not actually. I found out it's called prickly lettuce. But so it's funny. It's actually like, yeah, it's prickly because it's literally prickly. But so this is edible. It's, the ancient ancestor of our current day lettuce, believe it or not. So before ID'd it, I had called it dino weed. So being ancient, that name kind of worked. And we got some thistles too. But so yeah, this patch we got to deal with. Oh, this is neat too. There's a whole lot of borage in this patch. He had some a couple of years ago that went to seed, and he's like, I've just had self-seeded borage for years now. Whee. There's footprints. I'm pretty sure this is nothing yet. But yeah, you can see all here some big, beautiful barrages. And seeing as the sun's coming up, I'm surprised we don't see any bees just yet, but the bees absolutely love borage. Oh, speak of the devil. Hey there. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning, beautiful. Yeah, it's amazing how early in the day the bees are out. But so hiding amongst all this, we've got garlic. So we really don't want to till in all this garlic, but at the same time, the thistles and stuff have gotten away from us. So, we're going to see what all happens. But yeah, whoo, garlic, 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 garlic. And they're a nice, beautiful size right now. So we're picking away, doing what we can. Big bed of weeds. And then these beauties beside me here, we got some green onions. So we've started harvesting them this week. Oh, now, yeah, this magicalness beside us here. So we've lost a few plants this week, a few new seedings and whatnot. This big section here. So those two are beets for sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know at least 3 of these are carrots, if not 4. But so we had seen the odd carrot trying to pop up, but it's really not looking like much. Hopefully they still will. But so yeah, they were just seeded last week or so. I think we're around 10 days ago. These 2 rows are looking a little more promising though, thankfully. We've got golden beets popping up, and we've got red beets popping up. You guys are so cute. But so yeah, they're popping up and thankfully looking half decent, looking all right. And then speaking of beets, we just did some weeding here. But so we got some golden beets, and we've got regular red beets. And yeah, kind of sad. We Up and over. Yeah, so these sections of beets were done a little earlier in the week when we were in the 43, 46, whatever degree weather. And so, yeah, like we weeded them, and I think they're looking worse off than when we weeded them. They're looking a little crispy. Oh boy. But so yeah, thankfully, they look a little better down the way. But yeah, it was a hot week. Thankfully, the Goldens, they look alright. Some sections have lost. But yeah, still holding on. Holding on. And I guess we'll take a quick walk further because the crops change just down here. So, yeah, from these two to the end, these are a purple kale, and then whee, all of this and all of this, that's all Brussels sprouts. So yeah, I think it's like 350 feet or something like that, each of these rows. And then hiding in here amongst the weeds, we've got some nice sized onions. So yeah, thankfully these onions are holding on. You'll see some other onions in a second. So as much as we would like to, there's lots to weed, so it's hard to pick a place to start anyways. But as much as we'd like to do some weeding, we're thankful we haven't got as much as we'd like done, because the weeds, they're acting kind of like cover crops, helping keep the moisture, help protect everyone from the intense sun. The UV has been above 10, 10's supposed to be the highest, supposedly. Oh dear. Do we have anyone hiding in here? Possibly not. Oh, yeah, no, there is onions in there too. Yeah, so we've got 2 beds of onions. I just saw those ones look a little bit bigger. 2 beds of onions. I won't lie, I forget right now if this has anything. I believe not. But then you can see here, this bed is leeks. So you can tell the difference between the leeks and the onions, because the leeks, this is flat, rather than, you might have just noticed, and I'll point out again, the onions are circle. And where did I just see you? Yeah, if you guys don't know the Colorado potato beetle, they are buttheads, and so this is their larva. Like, look at you. You gross things. You weirdos. Colorado potato beetle. Supposedly, if you do that, the plant will die, their food source will die. Yeah, but so, bed of leeks. I should maybe weed this. I was weeding some onions before this video, but maybe find some leeks. Go this way. And so, yeah, right now, this big patch, that was leeks. This might be as well. I forget if it was 2 or not. I know there is more over this way. But so yeah, onions and onions. So we're working on weeding. We're working on weeding. These are some squashes. He had squash here last year and previous years, and so some just self-seeded. So we've got some squash hanging around. But so here we can see how I was just saying it's circle instead of flat. Yeah. But so yeah, lots of onions. This is where I'm currently working away. This little section here. And we were working away up there. But so I think I had just mentioned a couple moments ago that you'll see the damage. We're trying now to stack real good. We had just been throwing them in the walkways, but now we're trying to put the pulled up stuff in the middle as well. We're trying to keep things somewhat covered as best we can because, yeah, geez, like if we look here, there's an onion. There's one that doesn't look so happy. There's our next one. Like, you guys seeing onions here? This is stuff that we weeded. Oh, this section looks, yeah. This line looks okay, still spotty. That line looks super spotty. Yeah. So, yeah, like all of this is onions. And where we've been weeding, yeah, it was a tough week. But so thankfully, all the weeds have kind of been acting like a cover crop, helping things out. Yeah, and then the to-do list still, this has to be disked up, and we're planting like acres of potatoes, and the corn's still got to go in. And we're doing corn elsewhere too. But so yeah, that's the back bit here. Thankfully, kind of, yeah, no, I don't know. Well, yeah, I don't think I said when we were over at those lettuces too. So that crop that we're currently harvesting from, like it's taking its sweet time growing now too. It's a little halted, stunted. So we'll see how much lettuce he's got for Monday's market. He got half a bin today for Armstrong. But yeah, good times. It's been a long, hot week. And this is just the back bit. I'll show you guys the front in a bit. And our new seed trays. The new seed trays took some damage. We might, yeah. Oh boy, it's been a long week, everyone. I don't know if you guys can hear the crows in the back. They're freaking out already. There's that red sun. Smoky day. Come on, focus. Or don't. That's cool. No worries. Smoky, smoky day. Oh, there's those crows. What are you guys doing? Caw, caw. Caw, caw. Caw. It's too bad that the sandpipers aren't up yet. They will be shortly. They're so cute. I wish I could have shown you guys a sandpiper. But so yeah, that's the back bit here. We're doing our thing, trying to keep Vernon fed. Vernon and area, Armstrong. And yeah, I'll show you guys the front after some weeding. Thanks. Bye.